The KATC Weather Lab. Here's Eric's forecast.
Here in Acadiana, our weather could not be more perfect. Blue sunny skies, temperatures in the mid-80s with a little bit of a northerly breeze. Hopefully you were able to get outside and enjoy some of that and soak up the sunshine. But I know a lot of our thoughts and prayers are with the people in Florida right now as Hurricane Irma continues its devastating path up the island. So let's take a look at it. You can see as that storm continues to make its way, now making landfall a couple hours ago on the west coast of Florida near the Naples area, and is continuing the ride up. But you see those heavy showers making their way all the way up and down the state of Florida. We even have a couple tornado warnings on the eastern side, just to the north of the Daytona Beach area, and moving inland up towards the Orlando area. So this storm is causing problems throughout the entire peninsula with heavy flooding rains and strong storm surge, along with the very gusty winds that a lot of these areas are seeing. And so we'll take a closer look and take a look at that eye as it made its way, as I mentioned, a couple hours ago around Marco Island. Around 3:30 local time is when it made landfall again for the second time. Rode up, now moving up Highway 75 and is making its way towards the Fort Myers area just to the west of that. And some of the local weather people out of Fort Myers are reporting gusts up to 140 miles as that eye makes its way through. So some very strong winds with this, sustained winds up to around 110 miles per hour as it continues to make its way through, causing a lot of devastation. And then on the backside of this is we have that very strong westerly flow onshore. That's really helping to pile some of that water of the storm surge anywhere from 10 to 15 feet above normal levels. So on the backside of this, although they're starting to see the rains come to an end, that's when they really start to see the surge pile up across those areas. So this is going to be a very devastating day across Florida as they deal with widespread flooding. And you can see on the wider picture just how big and massive Hurricane Irma continues to be, close to 350 miles wide from side to side. And you can see it is a massive storm as it is making its way up the west coast. So taking a tighter look at this, you can see earlier this morning it made landfall in the Keys around 8 o'clock local time as a Category 4 hurricane, winds up to 130 miles an hour. This is only the first time in America's history we've had two Category 4 hurricanes make landfall. And then as a Category 3, it made a second landfall this afternoon around Naples and is now making its way up towards Fort Myers. We'll continue to head up towards Tampa as we go towards later this evening. Now a Category 2 storm with winds up to 110, gusts up to 130 miles per hour. Expected to remain a Category 2, maybe becoming a Category 1 as it gets towards Tampa. Tropical storm by tomorrow afternoon as it begins to make its way into Georgia, and then eventually heading up into Alabama as we go late into Tuesday morning. As you can see, a very strong storm though still expected. Numerous people without power. The number could get as high as 4 to 5 million without power across a large portion of Florida and up into Georgia, all said and done as we head towards the middle part of this week. And then as we go into Tuesday into Wednesday, the storm begins to weaken to a tropical depression and then to a subtropical low as it makes its way up into the Ohio Valley as we head towards Thursday. So definitely a long way to go with this system. And so here's the model kind of pinning this out. As you can see, by 10 o'clock tonight, the heaviest rains and winds starting to make their way up towards Tampa, then continuing the ride up to the north along the west coast, getting up towards the Big Bend area by Monday morning. And then as we go into Monday afternoon, it begins to make its way up into Georgia. That's when it'll start to weaken to a tropical storm, push up into Alabama. But you can see still dealing with some heavy winds across the area, tropical storm force winds across a large portion of Georgia, and the heavy rains finally begin to lessen as we go into Tuesday. And as we head into Tuesday afternoon and into Wednesday, that's when we'll start to see a little bit of the wraparound into our area here in Acadiana, bringing with it a little bit of some cloud cover for us and maybe a stray shower or two as we go into Wednesday and Thursday afternoon. But it does look like most of the moisture will stay up to our north, and it is continuing to make its way up to the Ohio Valley as we go into the middle part of this week. As for the rainfall still to come across a large portion of Florida, you can see 5 to 7, 8 inches of rain expected across some areas. The lower portion of Florida saw anywhere from 10 to 15 inches of rain with Irma, so definitely a lot of rain still making its way through. And then you can see even up into Georgia, anywhere from 3 to 6 inches will be possible with this system. So a lot of rain. Flooding will be continuing to be a concern across much of Florida, along with the heavy storm surge. As we can see, things have backed up a little bit, but still close to 20 feet of storm surge along the southwestern coast of Florida, down from Camestown and to the south up towards Naples. They're anywhere from 10 to 15 feet of storm surge, and then getting closer to the Fort Myers area, we can see things are beginning to improve a little bit, but still anywhere from 5 to 10 feet as we begin to make our way up along the west coast of Florida. So storm surge Flooding rains and definitely some very heavy winds are going to be the concern. As you can see, as we get up towards Tampa, not nearly as bad, only about 3 to 5 feet of some of that storm surge, but it will get worse as that storm makes its way through as we go throughout the rest of this evening and into tomorrow. So Hurricane Jose, we're also tracking that. Now a Category 3 storm with 125-mile-an-hour winds. It'll move over some cooler waters, so begin the weekend in the coming days. But you do notice it does make a little bit of a loop, and that's what we're kind of watching now. As you can see, by Thursday afternoon, down to a Category 1, but it is then starting to make that turn back towards America, and we go towards the spaghetti plots. You can see there's the possibility that the east coast of the United States might have to watch this by next weekend, as it could turn up towards that area. So a long way to go with this system, but still something we're going to have to continue to monitor in the coming days. Back closer to the home, you see our temperatures falling off nicely. Lower 60s tomorrow morning, plenty of sunshine, so have the sunglasses with you. As I mentioned, a picture-perfect evening. Comfortable temperatures in the low 60s with a light breeze. And then for our Monday, another beautiful day, bright sunny skies. Winds picking up a little bit out of the north, 10 to 20, some gusts up to 25, as we'll see temperatures in the mid-80s. As we go through the week, mainly sunny, a little bit more clouds Wednesday and Thursday with the backside of Irma making its way into our area, but you do see those temperatures beginning to climb as we're into the upper 80s to lower 90s as we head towards next weekend, and that will continue into the following week as well. And so it will start to feel a little bit more like summer as the humidity returns, as overnight lows also get back into the 70s.
All right, thanks, Eric. Still to come on Acadiana's news channel at 5:30. We hear from Senator John McCain for the first time.